Fine. So I think that's a legal basis. Let's not debate with an empty chair, but let me hear from Senator Wambua and Senator Maruma, and maybe the local content from Senator Mofaya before we give directives.
Chair, I'll be very interested in hearing the local content. But before we get there, allow me to make just 2 or 3 observations. One, Chair, the governor of the Rakanithi, as is the case with all the governors in this country, is the custodian of the resources of the people of the Rakanithi. When we are doing disbursements to the Rakanithi, the governor is normally very happy that money is coming in to serve the people. I don't know what the problem is with just telling the people of the Rakanithi through the Senate how the money received has been utilized. For me, I would expect that to be the easiest thing to do. I don't know why that seems to be a problem with the governor. Secondly, Chair, it will be remembered, and let this go on record, that the Rakanithi is actually one of the 12 counties that the Senate, in its own wisdom, invoked the provisions of Article 203 of the Constitution on the use of affirmative action to determine the basis of sharing revenues with counties. And I remember the area senator was very active in that movement. You, as truly Chair, brokered that truce and introduced an amendment to the CRA proposal that other counties in this country actually donated money to 12 counties, and the Rakanithi is one of the counties to which we donated money. It is disrespectful that the institution that did such a wonderful thing would be disrespected in this way by the governor of the Rakanithi. Chair, when I look at the report and I say, as you have directed, we cannot debate with an empty chair. But there are issues here that the people of the Rakanithi would have wanted to hear how we resolve. You know, there are issues of long outstanding trade and other payables. That is what people call pending bills. A figure there of over 800 million Kenya shillings. There is failure to retain facilities, improvement funds at the hospitals. The figure there of 293 million Kenya shillings. Chair, there is also unexplained voided transactions totaling to over 400 million Kenya shillings. These are issues that perhaps the governor would have shed light on and help the people of the Rakanithi to understand that there is value for money in the operations of their county. I'm disappointed, Chair, that the governor is not here, and so I think we've been guided properly by the legal counsel. Let's someone's issue. I thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Just as you indicated, it is very unprecedented to have a governor who is supposed to attend not attending. When a governor is not attending, normally they write letters indicating that they want to seek for postponement. But for this particular case, the governor was around. He was seen in the corridors. I don't know what made him disappear from the corridors. I don't know why he didn't wait for the time of the meeting to come and answer to the questions that have been raised by the Auditor General. As Senator Wambua has rightly stated, that when we were fighting for the small counties to get an affirmative action fund, the Rakanithi was one of the beneficiaries who got approximately 400 million, which will run for 5 years. That's about 2 billion. You cannot get that type of money and expect that to not come here to answer to how you spend that money. So I think it's very unfortunate. What the governor has done is very, very unfortunate. It should be condemned with the strongest terms possible. And I agree that let the governor be summoned at the appropriate time to come and answer to these queries. For example, we are saying that Article 125 of the Constitution and Section Powers and Privileges Act is very clear that any client called here, any witness should come. He has flouted that law. But also, if you look at the ROR, the receiver of revenue, the governor for the Rakanidi is not following the law. What the auditor flagged is that there is failure to operationalize a law on FIF that was enacted in 2023. And the hospitals are not collecting the money. This money is going to the CRF account. He should come here and tell us why he is not respecting the laws that these houses pass, the Houses of Parliament. And it's not worth the chair that he was a parliamentarian. He was a member of the National Assembly. I heard when Senator Wambua was doing closing remarks that we learn a lot when we engage also with the governors, and that Senate is a very good training ground for those who want to be governors. Maybe the governor missed that opportunity to serve in this Senate and to learn. That's why a law as important as FIF has not been enacted by the Rakanidi. So I agree with you that let us do a summons as early as it is possible. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. I don't know whether Senator
The chair chooses to remain on committee.
Fine. I think let's be guided by what the law says. We have made comments coming from the financial statements that indicate to financial mismanagement in Tharaka Nithi. But it is only fair to afford the governor an opportunity to come and defend himself. Because if
Chair, sorry, what did the area senator say? I didn't get, sorry. And then number two, on a point of information as he responds, I wanted to say that it is embarrassing because the chair at the Council of Governors in charge of health is the governor of Tharaka, who is not operationalizing Facility Improvements Act, which should the issues of health. I wanted just to inform
and that's more the reason why we need to have the governor appear before the Senate to clear the air on these things. Because the Senate is a powerful institution. Parliament is a powerful house. If we say some things with finality, as they are in the report of the Auditor General, there are things that could have consequences of a criminal nature, consequences of professional nature, consequences of a political nature. So I think it is in the best interest of the governor to appear before the Senate and to clear the issues that have been raised by the Auditor General, the issues that the senators have raised, and it is an obligation on the part of the governor. We are not pleading with him because the Constitution has already directed him that he must be accountable to the people directly and through institutions like the Senate. And so,
Chair, before you rule, because I can see you want to rule, allow me, Chair, to give unsolicited and free advice to the area senator. What he decides to do with this is a decision that we must respect. You know, Article 196 gives my colleague, my brother, the responsibility to protect the interests of the people of the Rakanidi and their government. On a matter as this, my brother senator, and I say this free and solicited advice.
Senator Wambua, we shall advise each other in the chamber.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
guided.
We'll do a conference so that we can advise each other.
I'm guided.
The area senator was looking excited and eager to get the advice. You can even feel from the laughter and excitement.
No.
I should have sought to know whether I wanted that kind of advice.
Yeah, because
I have sat here for 3 years.
Even point of information.
Even the governors have been appearing before this committee before. So we are not supposed to cast as passions. I think I want to agree with what the chair just said.
Okay.
The government should be given a chance to appear before the committee and answer questions.
Senator Gatang?
No, I am saying I didn't invite Wambua to advise me, which is, Wanjua is a good guy. And, you know, the governor has been appearing before this committee before. Actually, all the invitations he has been able to.
But that is wrong.
No, let's not have those changes. I just want to buy what the chair just
Let us allow Senator Gataya to express himself also.
Senator Chanagay, you have an issue with your county. You have an issue with your county, right?
Let Senator
And I don't want us to go that route. You know, the chair just ruled that the governor has been appearing, right? And I think we should give him a chance to come and answer questions that pertain to the audit. As simple as that. So I don't want to cast aspersions. I mean, no, I think I agree with the chair that some of these allegations maybe can be around the political issues and so forth. So I mean that we mean not committed to that effect.
Fine. I like the spirit, the team spirit, and you know, everyone being the brother's keeper in this. So we will not cast aspersions on any party. We expect the governor to appear before the Senate, but we have said it is not optional, it is mandatory. We sent invitations and we made it clear that due to the strict constitutional timelines that we are operating under, we are not going to tolerate absenteeism like this or request for postponement on grounds that are not justifiable. The auditors have been here patiently waiting for their turn to prosecute, and we would have hoped that we would have proceeded. In any case, Parliament sits all the way up to 6:30, and so there is no reason for anybody to abscond or to run away or to cite limitations of time, because we are here, we are available, the auditor is present, the National Treasury, the control of budget. I even applaud the media for staying up this late. What the governor has done is unacceptable, and it must be brought before this committee to explain that kind of conduct. The next appearance will not be a polite invitation. It will be summons. We have read the provisions of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act, and we will have to compel his appearance before this Senate on a date and time that will be specified. But for the people of Tharaka Nithi, we assure you that we will interrogate every issue of financial mismanagement that has been cited by the Office of the Auditor General. And if we find that we are in agreement with the Auditor General, which most of the times we are in agreement because they are the ones who have done the audit, we shall recommend the stiffest penalties, or we shall recommend investigation and prosecution in line with the law. But in line with the rules of natural justice, the governor will be given an opportunity to defend himself, to explain his conduct or misconduct today, but that shall be by way of summons. I think further to that, we had made a resolution that the Inspector General of Police should appear before this committee to explain why he has not arrested and produced the governor of Samburu, who has repeatedly defied